Good morning, Unity Center of Peace. Hope you're well today on this spicy day. Just a reminder to please silence your gadgets and devices and join me. Stand if you feel so inclined as we start off with Spirit-led, Spirit-fed. Here we go. I am Spirit-led, Spirit-fed. Everywhere I know as I am Spirit-led. I am Spirit-led, Spirit-fed. Everywhere I know as I am Spirit-led. Flowing like a river of peace. I am nature's wandering child. Love cannot be added to me. Beautiful song, and as we're choosing our way, oh, there's a voice inside to guide us along. We are Spirit-led, Spirit-fed. Everywhere I know as we are Spirit-led. We are Spirit-led, Spirit-fed. Everywhere I know as we are Spirit-led. Yeah, we are Spirit-led, Spirit-fed. Spirit-led, we are Spirit-led, Spirit-fed. Everywhere I know as we are Spirit-led. Everywhere I know as we are Spirit-led. Everywhere I know as we are Spirit-led.
Woo! Yes, indeed we are. You may be seated. Woohoo! All right. We got a special surprise today. You may have noticed. I'm Reverend Victoria, by the way. Welcome. Good to see you here. This is Unity Center of Peace. And to my left is the wonderful Marea Kavanagh, who is joining us as the service leader today and all month because we're doing something special together. And you'll find out in just a little bit. So thank you for being here. We want to say hello to those of you joining online on the live stream. Hi, if you would just kind of put a little hello, I'm here in the chat, and then we can feel like we're connected together. And so in this moment, we're just going to connect within as Maria lights the divine light candle. And I invite you to say our opening invocation, which is in the buff sheet in the seat back in front of you, or maybe behind you in your case. There may be one behind you. And let's just take a moment and close our eyes and connect with our breath, connect with our heart center, breathing into our heart. Together. There is only one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life. God, the good omnipotence. Let's just feel that. Just allow that awareness to sink into the core. This one infinite power and presence. All good, right here, available in this moment. We just connect with it consciously, breathe it in, and are so grateful. And so it is. So it is. And so, if you will be seated for just a moment. So, today, we get to do something special once a year that I invite you to celebrate with me once a year, but this year we get to do it twice. We're doing it twice this year, and this is our opportunity to celebrate together our board members and welcome in a couple of new board members. So we get to acknowledge together with gratitude the energy, the love, the time, the unique talents that each of our board members brings to this community, for their willingness to say yes to Spirit, to serve in this really important way. So I want to first acknowledge our current board members. So when I call your name, if you would just please come join me on the platform. Cheryl Stevens, Marea Kavanagh. If you have it, just stand right there. And hopefully Joanne Comas is joining us on the live stream. She's in Greece right now. We want to say hello to her. You are part of this, so we want to acknowledge that. Right? We also want to acknowledge Chris Nygren's work on the board, who is not with us today, but she was with us for a year and did some really important work with us with the board, so we want to acknowledge her. Okay, so just kind of feel into this connection with Spirit, with your heart, this connection with each other as we just bless these 2 and 3 individuals, and we appreciate your continuing commitment to follow Spirit's guidance in upholding this community so thoughtfully and prayerfully and wisely and with endurance through this kind of challenging time we've had. And now I have the pleasure of introducing our newest Board of Trustee members who've agreed to jump on the board when there was a vacancy. Because in our bylaws, in order to be in compliance, we have to have 4 board members, and we had 3. So we put out the call, we got some terrific response, and we have a couple of new board members that we'd like to invite up. Katie O'Leary-Bagay and Chris Eagle. Come on up. Again, we are so grateful for your willingness to say yes, to be of service in this way, and to share your love, your heart, your creativity, your imagination, your insight, your wisdom, all of that. I know you all have an abundance, and I'm so grateful, and we are so grateful as a community for you saying yes to be here to share that. The powers of strength, of wisdom, of love, and understanding. We know that all of that will be activated as you continue to serve on the board. Your integrity and courage in addressing the issues that arise, and your wisdom while seeking the answers. And in addition, we appreciate your family members because they are saying, yes, we're going to allow you some time to do this, and we really want to acknowledge and appreciate all the family members of the board because we know that this is quite the time commitment. So, new board members, Chris and Katie, if you will repeat this pledge after me. And after you put in your name. So I, Katie O'Leary-Bagay. Thank you. Pledge to my UCP extended family. Pledge to my UCP extended family. There we go. We got it. To serve as a trustee. To serve as a trustee. With my heart and mind. With my heart and mind. Open to expressing Spirit's guidance. Open to expressing Spirit's guidance. Yes. And so I want to do a little anointing. This is the moment where we just really connect with the deeper aspect and know that energy and that love and that spirit that you are is so fully expressed today and through the board. And Chris, too. Thank you, my friend, being here, being you with the fullness of your spirit and your love and your mind and your heart. Thank you. Thank you. And now, UCP community, if you would affirm our commitment together, and it is the commitment and the celebration of our new Board of Trustees. So if you would hold out your hands as we do and feel that energy of spirit moving through your heart and out through your hands in this direction, and if you would repeat after me, and after I say I, you put in your name. I pledge to my UCP extended family to send loving thoughts and energy to the UCP Board of Trustees. I commit to adding my affirmation, my vision, and my participation to a strong, loving, prosperous spiritual community. A strong, loving, prosperous spiritual community. And so it is. Welcome your new Board of Trustees. Woohoo! All right, you may be seated. Thank you. Although, Maria, you can stay up here. All right. And so we are continuing our program with meditation.
I surrender. I trust and I know as I surrender, I fall into the arms of love. I surrender. I trust and I know as I surrender, I fall into the arms of love. I fall into the arms of love.
And so before we begin, can I just invite you, if you haven't already, to meditate your phones? And if you're comfortable closing your eyes, do so. Hands resting in your lap. And let's just take a couple of deep breaths, feeling on the exhalation our bodies sinking into the chair. Surrendering into the arms of love. Where does this love start? We think loving thoughts. We feel loving emotions. And we recognize that our heart center is the energy of love. It's really hard to connect to sometimes, isn't it? We're so busy in our lives. We're fixing, trying to fix, thinking, problem solving. And as we head into this month of 40 days to abundance, I'm starting to remember that maybe I don't need to do any fixing. Maybe all I need to do is connect to my heart. And that's the starting point. If you like, you can place your hands over your heart center if that helps you bring your awareness to that part of your body. And another deep breath. In order to really connect to this part of our essence, I'm going to share a little practice from a yogini I've been listening to called Jasmine. It all starts with loving ourselves. Sounds so simple. Just have to love myself. What would it take to truly experience loving myself? Jasmine suggests that it's just as simple as this. I love you. 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 Oh, I love you. I love you. And what if I can feel grateful just for this moment, just for being? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for this moment. Thank you for getting me here this morning. Thank you, physical body, because even though there may be something wrong with me that I'm trying to fix in one part of my existence, there's so much going right. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, I love you, I love you. Let's go into the silence. And I invite you every time your mind wanders to come back to whatever resonates. I love you. Thank you. Just for a couple of minutes. And now, I invite you to bring into your heart any people, any situations, any places, near or far, that it's weighing on you, feels heavy. And just for this moment, I invite you to name this situation, person, place out loud if you like, or just in your heart. And again, I love you, I love you, I love you. Thank you. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. May some part of you feel this love as the energy from this room heads out, blows the roof off this building out into the world. And in that same energy, I'm now taking the prayer request box that sits in our front hall, has written requests in here from anyone who wants to share this loving energy with someone. It could be ourselves, it could be someone we know, or again, a situation. All the issues of health, financial worries, career worries, relationship worries, all the energy that's gone into that box, this box. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. And there is a higher truth. And when we are able to step out of our human minds, our busy minds, into this loving energy, miracles can happen. And so when you're ready, we're going to start to come back into our physical bodies, feeling our feet on the ground. And just remembering perhaps throughout the day today, when we catch ourselves in that busy place, can I just take a moment and breathe and remember I love you? And slowly, when you're ready, you can open your eyes if they've been closed. And this is the moment, if you're so called, to look around the room. If you like, check out who's here. New friends, old friends. And it seems a good time for us to remember the vision and the mission of UCP, and that is also on your buff sheet here. And so if you're going to share, if you would mind repeating with me our vision. Our vision. We envision the divine light awakening in all. Just feel that for a minute. The divine light awakening in all. Yeah. Our mission. We center in peace and love. We connect in our hearts with others. We celebrate our journey toward wholeness, and we empower others to experience their spiritual magnificence. So it is. Thank you.
Okay, then. Thank you, Marea. That was beautiful. I love that. Repetitive. Yeah. We can never tell ourselves enough. I love you. When I'm feeling lonely, feeling so small, and when I get to thinking I have no purpose at all, it's when I go and sit. I sit at the ocean of you, and I ask, guide me with your hand, guide me, take me by the hand and lead me, and even though I'm learning, I seem to always forget. And even though I'm listening, I can't help but fret about the where and the when and the how. Oh, it's gonna be with me. it's so hard to wait and see. Guide me with your hand. Guide me. Take me by the hand and lead me. Let me feel I can trust you, and let me know how to breathe in this moment. I am grateful, I am love, we are one. Guide me with your hand. Guide me. Take me by the hand and lead me back to love. Well, guide me with your hand. Guide me and take me by the hand and lead me.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Karanovi. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Scoot that in right there. Woohoo! Good morning. Hey, are you getting a sense? A little sense? It's such a beautiful meditation and beautiful song together. It's like, okay, we're beginning to rise in energy in our vibration and getting a sense of where we're headed, right? Because we are definitely on a journey together for the next 5 weeks or so that is going to, launch us into inner space. We can go to outer space, we can go to inner space, and really this idea of expanding our consciousness, uplifting our vibration, expanding our consciousness, really having a new sense of our understanding of who we are and our connection to the world. So here we are starting. So how many of you have heard when you were growing up this idea of money is the root of all evil? Right? You heard it growing up. Maybe you even believed it as an adult. And, maybe it wasn't consciously, but that idea or something like it, kind of filtered into the recesses of the subconscious. And, as we know in New Thought, the ideas in there that we're not always aware of tend to outpicture in our lives. But of course, that's a misquote. It's not the real statement. The real passage in 1 Timothy 6:10 is that the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. So it's the love of, or the obsessive focus on the material form, on the symbol, while ignoring the love energy that is behind it. So, and that's usually what most people see. That's all we see, really, is the symbol, is that's money, right? We can see the numbers, we can see the material thing. That's what we tend to know. It's all we tend to know. And then on top of that, we have all kinds of interpretations about money. A lot of fear. There's a lot of fear around money. A lot of different ideas. You don't have enough, you suffer miserably. You have too much, it corrupts. So it is that focus on the symbol, on the material form, along with the interpretations that we tend to put onto that is the issue. That is the problem. That is the quote unquote evil. And as Derek Rydall points out in his book, what we're going to talk about in a minute, evil is live spelled backwards. And those ideas and that thing just blocks the energy, the full expression of life, the full expression of joy and fulfillment and abundance. So we're going to look at that today, and we're going to begin to look at the true source of our wealth, of all of our good. We're going to begin this journey today. And all month, we're going to be looking at several spiritual truths, principles that we can use in our lives and learn how to use them so that we can create more joy, more love, more abundance, more peace, more well-being. Sound good? Want to go there with me? Okay, let's go. All right, and so to help us, well, I just used your book that's right here. To help us in this quest is Derek Rydall and his book, The Abundance Project. And it's really, we're going to dive into this, but to really absorb it, to really begin to use these ideas and apply them to your life, we are offering 2 book studies. So there's 2 ways that you can join, 2 different days. Today, after the service, is our first book study, and Marea Kavanagh is facilitating that. She's leading that. So it's in person on Sundays after the service is one way to join. Another way is Monday night via Zoom, and I'll be facilitating that. So 2 ways to do it, 2 days, 2 times, no excuse. And you want to be in a book study group because, just listening to me talk for 20 odd minutes on a Sunday or, trying to, just read it on your own, it's not going to stick because you need to work it. You need to do the exercises. You need to practice the principles. And you need the support because this is a very different way of thinking. And it's, it really shifts your brainwaves. You really, and you need to shift your consciousness in order to have a shift in your experience. You need to do that. So if you haven't gotten your book yet, how many people have got the Abundance Project book? Okay, good. And how many plan to attend the book study this afternoon? The Sunday book study? Okay, great. How many plan to attend the online on Monday night? All right, show of hands. You don't know yet? Either one? And yeah, I guess you could jump from group to group, right? But if you can't make it one day, you can jump to the other day. Yeah, okay, so don't be afraid, I can't make all the days. You can go from one to the next, right? So you can get this on Amazon, on Barnes & Noble, on his website. And if you do, keep your receipt or the order number, and you go to his site and you put in the number, he will make available all of this free support material, all kinds of free stuff. I'm not pushing this, but it's there, it's available, it's free if you want it. And so, Chris, if you would, we're just going to allow Derek to speak for a moment or two about his book.
Welcome, Derek Rydall here, founder of the Law of Emergence and author of the #1 best-selling book, Emergence, and now the new book, The Abundance Project, which I'm super excited about. It's going to be in hardcover when you get it. This is my early draft, but I'm really excited that you found this. I'm really excited to be able to give this information to you. This is the result of decades of trial and error and struggle to really understand what is the real principle or principles to creating wealth and abundance in your life and in every area of your life, regardless of conditions. And what I've discovered, what I now call the abundance principle, is basically the way all of life creates. It's the way all of nature creates, and it's the way you were designed to create. And that is, you have the capacity to manifest all of your needs abundantly in every area of your life, regardless of where you've been and regardless of the challenges you currently face. In other words, it's not about what's in your bank account or how your business is doing or how the economy is going that determines your capacity to manifest abundance in your life. Now that's real freedom. And this is not theory. This is a proven principle and now a proven system where I walk you step by step through this process. In the Abundance Project, 40 days to more wealth, health, love, and happiness. And when you get this book now, and for a limited time, I'm going to also give you over $1,200 in additional bonuses, including coaching, real coaching support, live coaching support, additional programs, and a mastermind group where we're going to work together with like-minded individuals to create your own abundance project, to be able to get out of the false concept that your past determines your present or your future, that your outer conditions determine what you can be and what you can do and what you can have, and really step into your divine inheritance. It's right here, it's right now, but you have to know how to come into alignment with it. And in the Abundance Project, I'm going to show you how, no matter where you're starting from, how step by step to get to a life of more than enough, all of your needs met. Pick up a copy now, put your information in the box, and get your bonuses. Join the mastermind with us where we're going to embark on this abundance project and watch how this year becomes the most abundant year of your life. I can't wait to connect with you. And until next time, remember, live authentically, love unconditionally, and follow your destiny.
All right. And so the added bonus for us is that I know Derek, and I asked him if he would come into our group via Zoom and do a free live coaching. And he said, yes. And so August 28th, put it on your calendar, he's doing a free coaching of this. I mean, you know, this is kind of a big deal, but you have to be signed up. You need to be registered for one of the other of the book study groups in order to get the Zoom link. Okay, so August 28th. It's going to be pretty exciting. Woohoo! All right, so do we have the image of the book cover? Did that come up? If not, I can just use this, and this will be fine. If you can see it. Okay, so I want to talk about the book's cover image. Now, most covers don't always reflect the ideas in the book. In fact, that's what a lot of authors, complain about. But this one does. So you can see behind the title is what? Beautiful apple tree. Looks like an abundant harvest here. Juicy, golden, delicious apples just ripe for the picking. And if you notice, if you can just squint and see, there's a ladder that is kind of inviting you to just kind of step up and pick the apples, right? It's kind of inviting. Pick as many apples as you want. And it's the apples that we want, right? But see, if you look a little further, you can see the tree trunk. And then if you can see, and if you can't see after the surface, come up and you can take a look at this. You can look underneath and see all these roots that are spreading far and wide under the surface, and you see the soil itself, right? So a healthy tree, you need the healthy tree in order to have apples. There are no apples without the tree. So farmers know that, and they take care of the tree, right? They make sure that the soil has rich nutrients and there's water, and that the roots are able to absorb that in order to create the healthy tree, which produces harvest year after year, right? This harvest is going to be gone soon. So if they want another harvest next year, they're going to have to take care of the tree. So a healthy tree, fed by the nutrients in the soil, On the surface is the source of the apples. Mother Earth herself is this kind of, on the surface, the source of the apples. But there's something even deeper going on there. Because behind and within the whole thing is this intelligent life force, this whole dynamic system that is creating the nutrients in the soil, that is feeding the roots, that is feeding the trees, that bears fruit year after year. So it is the intelligent life force and that whole dynamic system, right? Even more than that, in the apple tree seed, there is an intelligence that knows how to sprout, that knows how to grow, that knows how to unfold into its full potential, to be what it's created to be, a magnificent apple tree. So it's that intelligence within the very seed itself, coupled with the whole dynamic in the system of the soil and all of that working together. So the intelligent life force, divine dynamic is the source. But when we keep looking to the apples, we're fooled because that's the end product. Right? That's the end product. There's something much deeper. It's a symbol. There's something much deeper that's going on behind the scenes. So we might say the love of apples is the source of all, is the root of all evil. You know what I'm saying, right? So if we're looking to our employer or our investments or our spouse or our Social Security check or our pension or whatever as a source of our prosperity, we're looking to the end product. If we look to someone else as the source of our love, we're looking to the end product. If we look to a certain situation to be a certain way in order for us to be happy, we're looking to the end product. If we look to a doctor's advice or a pill or following a certain diet as the source of our health, we're looking to the end product. And the end product is, in and of itself, limited. It's limited. So the true source of all of our good is this intelligent life, essence, divine dynamic that is within us. In this moment, within us, within everyone. It is this beautiful life essence that's the source, this God dynamic that is always at work in our lives and always working together for our good. But when we look to outside circumstances, when we look to something else as the source, we're looking to the end product. And we limit ourselves. We're limiting everything. We experience lack. Are you following me? You see what? Yeah. Okay. So, it's that life essence that's the source. So now, if we want to increase our experience of abundance of any good in our lives, we want to experience an increase of love or joy or peace or harmony or health, well-being or abundance, wealth. If we want to increase that, we must go to the originating source. That intelligent life force that, last week we were talking about this mysterious, invisible life essence that is a universal truth, this universal dynamic that is within us. We go to that. We nourish that. We focus on that. And then the awareness, the shift in consciousness now, that manifests, that bears rich fruit in every area of our lives. And so last week, if you'll recall, You were asked to a community meeting, an emergency community meeting after the service, where the board was sharing that we had this financial shortfall. And we had for a while that was threatening our ability to pay our loans back and really even to stay open. And what did you do? You listened, and then you shared your love, and you shared your gratitude, and you shared your commitment like I have never seen before. I have never witnessed a community come together like this and say, yes, yes, I'll volunteer where you need it. Yes, I will double my tithe. Yes, I'll sign up. People were signing up to be conscious sustainers for the first time. People are, we're standing up with new ideas and a willingness to lead those ideas. You shared your love, your gratitude for this community. You shared your heartfelt commitment. And let me tell you, it's that energy that is the source that is even now in this moment creating the abundance, the physical manifestation of abundance, and will continue to create this solid foundation so that we can really thrive. So that we can really thrive. It's the love. It's that energy of love. That's the source. That willingness to say yes. So Derek says in his book on page 4, he says, when you realize that the source of abundance is spiritual, energetic, the substance of consciousness or spirit, you say that again, the substance of consciousness or spirit, and become unattached to the outward symbols, then you begin to generate prosperity that takes nothing from anyone and benefits everyone. You live in harmony and alignment while ending the war for wealth once and for all. Let's breathe that in. So here's the thing. Here's the consciousness we want to grow into. Even when we don't have the material, the manifest form of abundance, even when, say, we can't pay our bills, or we lost our job, or our pay has been decreased, or the inflation soars out of control, we're still abundant. Because nothing can change that infinite, intelligent life essence that is that abundant substance within us. Nothing can change that. The only way we can lose is if we keep looking to the material form and thinking that's our source. Right? The only way we can experience loss or lack is when we forget this infinite, limitless, spiritual substance within us as the source. And we get hypnotized. We get hypnotized by the world in believing that something else out there is our source. Right? But when we get it, when we remember at the core of our being and we have that experience of that loving, infinite presence, ever-present, eternal essence, we can rest in an awareness of having. And we're not panicking, running around panicking. Now, we may not have the physical manifestation. We may, the bank account could still be at zero. The balance sheet can still be red. We can still have that experience. And, Reverend Michael Beckwith used to say that the temporary form, the fact of what's happening today is like reading yesterday's newspaper. Because what's happening as fact, as our experience now, is the result of yesterday's consciousness. So if we want a different experience tomorrow, we shift our consciousness today. So when we get that, when we have the consciousness of abundance, and we act from that consciousness of abundance, we manifest the energy of it. And this is what I was saying about what was happening on Sunday. You all demonstrated growing into this consciousness of abundance and acting from that consciousness of abundance. That is the energy. Trust that, know that. That's the only source. It's not out there. We have it now. We have it, so we want to meditate on this idea of having it now. You know, that's the biblical passage in Matthew that has confused so many people. The parable of the talents, where he says, for to everyone who has, more will be given, and he will have abundance. But from him who has not, even more will be taken away. Now, when you first listen to that, you go, oh, that's awful. That's so unfair. Oh my God, it's cruel. You know, this master and his servant, he's cruel. Why would that even be in the Bible? But here's the thing, he's talking about principle. This is principle. You know, that's what we can work with. Thank you for the principle. We don't have the story, the whole, worshiping one person. The whole gift is the principle. The whole gift of any master is the ideas, the principle that we can put to work in our life, that we can apply in our life. So we work with principle, right? So we want to meditate on this idea of having, aligning ourselves with and knowing that we have already. Now, we may need to fan the flame of this idea of having, this energy, fanning the consciousness so that we can expand that feeling, we can expand that consciousness of having. And that's exactly one of the exercises that we're going to do in the book study group today and tomorrow. That exercise. So you'll put it to work right away. You got that expansion into this energy of having. I have right now. And here's the thing. We all have the same amount. We all have the same amount. We all have the same amount of love, right? We all have the same amount of peace. We all have the same amount of divine harmony within us. Not all of us are connected in the same way, but we all have the same amount. We all have the same amount of this infinite, limitless, abundant substance within us. This reality, this came to me a couple years ago when I was walking in my community. I live in the Governor's Club, and as my daughter says, we have the most humble house in the Governor's Club. There are some big estates at the top of the hill. And one day I was walking and I was thinking, I have the exact same amount of abundant substance of infinite divine life within me as the person who has the big giant estate on the hill. I have the same amount. He may be, or she, or they may be more aligned with it and working with the principles, but I can learn that too. I'm learning it. I'm learning the principles. That person or those people have the same amount of love, of inner peace that I do. They may not know how to connect with it, but it's the same amount. So we have the same amount. Breathe that in for a minute. Breathe in this experience, this awareness of having infinite, limitless abundance right now. We have it. We have it. And when we realize this, when we really get it, what freedom. What freedom. Because it doesn't matter what's going on in the outer world. It doesn't matter the circumstances. That doesn't control us. It's this awareness, the consciousness of infinite abundance. So let's say an affirmation together from this place of having. Divine, I'll say it first and I'll ask you to repeat after me. Divine eternal life energy is my source. Together, divine eternal life energy is my source. I have an abundance of good now. I have an abundance of good now. Yes, you do. And yes, you are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And so it is. Namaste.
I feel that. This next song is called Better, and it's about that feeling of being in that place, that pool, that ocean, that alignment within, that never-ending source of love.
It is blue and it is pink, it is warm and it is where I feel you mostly. It surrounds and I succumb as it will soothe and it will help me know you better. And it is better. You see, I am always here. It is better. I am always here. Distant rumble as the waves from you to me move over the shores of my soul. You are quenching all my thirst as my desire fuels the passion and the fire for your hand. And it is better. You see, I am always here. It is better. You are always here. There's a sound that I can hear when you are near, and it will speak right to my deepest core. And there's a time that I can see, and pictures swirl around my head. I know you've opened the door, and it is better. You see, I am always here. It is better. It is better. You see, I am always here. It is better. And you are always.
Thank you, Karen. That was beautiful. All right, so this is a first. It's my turn to invite you all to jump into that flow of abundance for this community, knowing that as Reverend Victoria has reminded us so beautifully today, it's the way more. Last week our musicians sang a song called Green Energy, and I've been thinking about that this week and thinking it is just energy, that money thing, right? And it is truly, as we're studying this month, that energy of love, gratitude, joy, whatever emotions can sort of spark our connection to the divine. So anyway, practically speaking, if you would like to choose your way of giving to this community today, any and every gift is so heartfully and gratefully received, whether it's $1, whether it's $1,000, which is good. Please, I invite you to take that gift now. If you're signed up as a conscious sustainer, the green card is in the seat back. Our own Oswaldo always talks about the power of having that green card, And if you're not yet a sustainer, but think maybe you might like to be a sustainer, please come talk to me after the service. Otherwise, you can use your phone. You can pay with using the QR code, all sorts of ways. And somebody's going to be coming around with the bowls shortly. And so if you'll join me in the blessing of the gifts at the bottom of this page. And so we say, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, all that I receive, and all that I am. Just hold that in your heart.
The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. Join me. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create the magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth.
Thank you. We're creating magic on earth right now in this now moment with our love. That's what this song is about. And that's what this whole month is about. So let's just open to that possibility and feel that energy moving through us, out through our heart and out through our hands as we bless these tithes, these gifts, these offerings, just giving thanks for the abundance that is here in this moment now, that's represented by the symbols, but knowing the love energy, the infinite source that is behind it, that's moving through this community and out into the world and returning back to the giver so abundantly in a multitude of ways. And so it is. Amen. Thank you. And we've got our prayer request box here that Mary is taking back, and she is going to put it on the foyer, and on the counter in the foyer. So if you'd like to have your prayers prayed over by the prayer team during the service, and also by the prayer team in that month, then go ahead and fill out a prayer request and put it in that box. Are we looking for...
Victoria, the announcements were there, and I just thought it was a cosmic joke.
Maybe we're not supposed to have any. No, we are. But first, before we get to the announcements, I'm sure I put it in here. I want to, here we go. I want to welcome the people who are visiting here for the first time today. We're so grateful that you're here, that you're with us. We love to see your faces and feel your love and energy, and we say thank you. And if anybody, you should have received a packet of information when you walked in the door, but if anybody did not get that, please raise your hand, and Mary will come by with a packet of information and put it in your hot little hands there. And if you would fill it out, the blue card on both sides, and return it to one of the greeters or me, we have a little booklet in there we'd like to give you. And if you found us today for the first time on live stream, thank you for being here. If you would just say, hi, I'm new, and then our wonderful online greeter, Mel, will share with you as much as you'd like to know about Unity Center of Peace. So thank you. And after the service, we have a beautiful fellowship that is accompanied by coffee and all kinds of yummy treats. And it's out on our beautiful deck. So we hope you'll join us. And, just a relaxed way for us to get to know you and you to get to know us. Thank you. All right. I did find it. Here it is. But there's one more song before that. I know, you can't wait.
Super excited for the announcements. They're going to be good. I just feel it. I think they're going to be really, really good. I'm going to add one too at the end there. So this is the song called Goodness and Light. I've brought this in before. There's a part that we sing together, which I think is really apropos for accessing that substance, that essence, the light that Victoria speaks of. So your part is the guide us into the light. So it's guide us into the light, guide us into the light. Some of you veterans might remember that. Guide us into the light, guide us into the light. You know what? I think instead of saying the, we're going to say this because it's present. It's more present that way. Guide us into this light that we're talking about. So we'll do that about 8 times. Okay, and here we go. 1, 2, 3. Sharing the light, leading the way, helping us find the goodness and grace, guiding us back, imparting the truth, helping us see how good it can be. Yeah, 'cause there's so much goodness to feel, and there's so much love. The golden light is real. The light, the love, the feeling of grace. You're always enough. Fall into love's embrace. 'Cause it's good to feel good, and it's good to feel whole. And we trust in the universe. Yeah, we trust in this goodness and light. Yeah. Feeling the joy and letting it flow. Angels guide and we're not alone. Source of it all wants us to be working with love and living with ease. Yeah, 'cause there's so much goodness to feel, and there's so much love. The golden light is real. The light, the love, the feeling of grace. You're always enough. Fall into love's embrace. 'Cause it's good to feel good, yeah. It's good to feel whole. And we trust in the universe. Yeah, we trust in this goodness and light. Here we go, you're coming up, here we go. Guide us into this light. Guide us into this light. Guide us into this light. Yeah. Guide us into this light. Guide us into the light. Guide us into this light. You sound good. Guide us into this light. Guide us into this light. Yeah, it's beautiful. Open, allow, believe. Just let go, surrender, receive. The light, the love, the feeling of grace. You're always enough. Just fall into love's embrace. 'Cause it's good to feel good, and it's good to feel whole. And we trust in this, yeah, the light, the love, the feeling of grace. You're always enough. Fall into love's embrace. 'Cause it's good to feel good, and it's good to feel whole. And we trust in the universe. Yeah, we trust in this goodness and light. This goodness and light. This goodness and light. Goodness and light. This goodness and light.
Beautiful. Thank you. It's time for the announcements. All right. So first of all, August 6th, we're celebrating first Sunday of every month, August babies, August birthdays. Anybody here celebrating a birthday this month? And oh, yay. Happy birthday. All right. If we turn my microphone off, can we sing happy birthday to all the August babies? And one.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday. And there is birthday cake in the kitchen. Will be for our Sacred Cafe today. So there's a few of you here I know who really look forward to the birthday cake every month. And rest assured, it's happening. All right. Book study. I won't go on too much longer about this because I feel we're ready. Just to let you know, if you are interested in joining myself this afternoon or Victoria, I actually have 3 extra copies of the book. So if you haven't had a chance to get it, you can come and see me and just pay me cost from Amazon. And it doesn't matter if you don't have time to read the book every week. If you're worried you're not going to get to it, I shouldn't go because I don't know how much I'll be able to contribute. I'm going to miss a Saturday or a Sunday or a Monday because I'm away. Please don't sweat that stuff. This is not just a way to study some really deep spiritual truths. It's also a chance for us all to get together and to get to know each other. And I will tell you, 8 years at Unity, Center of Peace, the way I started growing was to step out of my comfort zone, which was show up on Sundays, take a few notes, and say I'm ready to go for the week. And that's how I lived for a long time. And when I started to take up these opportunities to study some of these really amazing books with some really amazing people is when, for me, life started to change. And this stuff's real. It makes a difference. And the more we start to live from this stuff, it's not that we're perfect. It's not that we are, we're still completely human, but at least we start to build some tools for dealing with the really the stuff that happens in life, whether it's financials and also the abundance. Like, it's so much more than the financials too, right? It can be our career, it can be our relationships, our health. We're caring for someone else. It's also complex, and these are tools. 40 days to abundance. It's our mindset. These are the tools. So please join me, or join Victoria on a Monday night, which is so convenient. Join me here in this sanctuary, and I brought a few snacks because we're all going to be hungry. We're going to start sharp at 12:30. Victoria, you can bring your own snacks and join Victoria at 7 p.m., right? Via Zoom. Join her via Zoom. And if you want to do that, you need to register because we need to send you the Zoom link. Otherwise, it's not going to work. Okay. All right. Next Saturday, August 12th, 10 a.m., we're meeting here. Can't wait to see you all for a work day being organized by our own Debbie Hall. We have lots to do to spruce this place up, clean it up, and the more hands, the merrier. And again, what a fun, last time I came, didn't want to come, came anyway, and ended up having a great time. So please join us. There might be ice cream at the end. I don't know. You never know. New and ongoing events. Check out our website under the What's Happening tab to find out what else is going on. There's stuff happening here most days of the week. We've got drumming circles, we've got full moon and new moon ceremonies, fire ceremonies, we've got ecstatic dance, we've got yoga, we've got all sorts, and anyone's welcome. In September, end of September, Saturday the 30th, a whole day, our very own Karen and her friend and partner, Lynn Kuntz, are hosting and teaching a retreat day, and it is called Your Voice and Voyage Workshop. It's going to be so cool. We're going to be, doing a little singing, Karen, you can maybe just speak to it, just, or not.
Son, yeah. So, it's mostly about connecting with your voice, and that is the inner as well as the one in your larynx. It's there. So we're going to be doing a lot of self-connection, connection with other like-minded women. It's a women's workshop. It's full day. Lynn Kuntz leads. She's from Greensboro. She leads circle sounds. And that's just, creating connection through voice and body percussion. It's just going to be fun. It's going to be fun, and it's going to be relaxing. I lead some using your voice, for healing, and it's going to be reflection time and connection time, and it's a bunch of things, and it feels so good.
Good, thank you.
Thank you.
Right. So there'll be a link on the website. You can check out the website for more details and to register. Social media, you all know we're on every aspect, in every corner of social media. Check it out. There's some new content going up that's pretty cool, thanks to our new marketing consultant. And it really makes a difference when you like or share something, right? It goes out into the world. It's a really small thing you can do to help. And if you enjoyed today, consider giving us a review as well on Google or Yelp. That's a thing, Google Business. All right, at the end of the service, our very own Lorraine Lewis is our prayer partner today, and she will be waiting for you if you have something weighing on your heart or something you would like help on revealing through prayer using our tried and true unity prayer, affirmative prayer practices. Lorraine is the prayerful heart of this community, I would have to say, and so it would be a real honor and treat to go and sit with her and see a different truth. And if you're online and you would like to have prayer, then please send a email to the link that's coming up on your screen, and someone will call you back and to pray with you via phone. Okay. Right, and so lastly, I just would like to bring out awareness to these beautiful flowers. Yet again, more flower angels showed up this morning. Thanks to Irena, we have this beautiful fresh flower gift into our sanctuary every Sundays. anyone can participate in our Flower Angel game. If you feel inclined, there's a sign-up sheet on the back. Pick a Sunday and just know that you're going to grace the sanctuary with fresh flowers. And along with that goes a contribution, or you can dedicate it, a dedication to someone or something. So today, Kate, who is about to step in because Kate is with YFM today. She's also serving upstairs looking after the kiddos. Kate has dedicated these flowers, and I'd just like to read it. For my fellow UCP members, thank you for your inspiration, faith, and love I get to encounter each week. I am so grateful to be a part of and participate in this community. We can give her a big round when she comes in. There will be no deeper dive discussion today, and if anyone is still interested in buying one of the UCP t-shirts, we have a table of them in the office. Go and see Mel. They're still for sale. So it was so fun last weekend. A whole bunch of people were wearing the UCP t-shirts, and I suspect at the work day on Saturday, there's going to be a fair number of them around too. So it's a fun thing. All right, kids are ready. And so we'll sing them in.
I am the radiant life of God, I am, I am, I am. I am the radiant life of God, I am, I am, I am. The health of God, the strength of God, vitality, energy, vim of God. I am the radiant life of God, I am, I am, I am.
All right, we had Evan, Eli, and Theo join us today. And we talked about... Oh, is it working? Oh, good. Okay. We played some games today and learned about winning and losing gracefully. Evan, do you want to say something?
Well, I painted today, and I used gold paint first, and then I used black paint. It was red at first, and then I made like kind of a universe color, and I hope it's dried next week.
Thank you very much.
The children everywhere with our special UCP blessing. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you just the way you are. And we behold the Christ in you. Mwah. All right, if everyone would stand, we say our prayer of protection with I am statements. Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah. And then we sing our peace song. Yeah, well. Yeah. Yeah, you can lead it, absolutely.
Prayer of protection. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.